Hello guys, today we're gonna do a video about how to play Hog Attack at TH8, and because Hog Attack is still the most, I believe, is the most dominant way to 3-star to get 3-star. So even though gowipes dragons is useful, but I feel like Hog is the way you have to learn to be able to 3-star bases. Alright, this is the threats. There's a couple of threats, several threats to your hog rate. Something you have to take care of. CC, double giant. I mean not double giant. I mean it's a giant bomb, and the point defense. Those three things you have to deal with when you do a hog attack. CC is something you have to take care of at the beginning of the raid, so nothing you can deal with, and nothing you can do about it. Then the giant bomb spot. So in this base, this is pretty common. You will see a base like this. There's no double giant bomb, but I think it's a 6 single bomb spot. You'll see those type bases pretty different. So actually 5, or maybe 5 to 7 single bomb spots. No double giant bomb. People still may fail it if you don't know what you're gonna do with your hog attack. So you have to draw a plan so to make sure you cover all the bombs, cover all the point defense. Alright, here you go. So now you think the first step is where you're gonna lure your CC. Alright. When you lure CC, not just lure, you gotta do more than just lure. So what I'm referring to the kind of triple duty. So to take care of all the 3 threats. Lure the CC, kill point defense, and trigger or kick or eliminate the bomb spot. So in this particular base, there's 2 possible way to deal with it. One's from the left, one's from the right. Because this way I can eliminate the cannon here and possibly trigger the bombs here. Alright. What I did was on the left side. I did from this side because I feel like the left side has only 1 cannon. I can reduce, if I did that way, I can reduce the travel distance of the hogs when I raid it. And also the next close defense is when I send it from this direction, or the next close one was the tower. So the hog will travel this way. Well, in this right side, the next close defense is probably not the air defense. I'm not sure if it will trigger it, so I think the left one is the better option. So I do the left, which turns out this is a bomb. I trigger it, so I do the triple duty, kill the cannon, trigger the bomb, get the CC. Now next one is kill CC. CC kill. One thing to remember is always kill at the location where you're gonna send your hogs. Don't kill on the other side. Alright, so otherwise you will lose your killing squad without any protection. What I did was kill from the top because I will send some hogs from top. The raid started from top and actually using my king as a tanking a little bit. Now the rest. Okay, so forget about this one. There's another bomb. Alright, so next you gotta think about is where's your hitting spell. Where you gonna do your hitting spell. So your hitting spell, you're looking at as you trying to cover your point defense. Where's you're gonna most point defense, and also your bomb spot. So it's kind of a double duty. Don't heal the place and only have a bomb. There's got nothing else. It's not worth it. You probably should get rid of that bomb's location with a small group of hogs, not hitting spell. So you're looking at this base is you have 2 bombs location here, which turns out to be 2 bombs, and you have 2 point defense. It's worth to place a hitting spell. And here, same thing, you have 2 point defense and you got 2 location. You got a 2 bomb location, you got a hitting spell. And also you got a hitting spell here because you have 4 point defense here. So it's another place. So these 3 spots is the place you're going to place your hitting spell. Right. if you, I mean, a lot of time people do like 2-point drop from just send all hogs at once. The problem is after that you have no control where the hogs are going to travel, so it will make your hitting spell a little bit harder. What I did was I sent hogs into 3 directions. It makes the hogs hitting a lot easy. I sent 2 group here, hitting spell, and 2 group here, a hitting spell, and 2 group, I think 1 group here, a hitting spell. So that way it's kind of a surgical, but it's not really target all the point defense. I just do some, so it's kind of modified way to do surgical. So that way, and I can eliminate all the defense at the same time, and eventually all the raid will finish at here. Even though there's no, I don't have any hitting spell for it, but there's no point defense and no bombs at this location, so I don't need to worry about it, because they're not gonna kill all my hogs. I probably lost a few, but it's not much. Alright, let's look at the rate. So by the time I reach that, the hogs rate is over. Alright, I'm sorry I don't know how to switch the apps, so I have to kind of constantly switch back and forth to do this recording. By the way, we won last war. We have 16 in a row. It was a close war, and we actually in war with another man. Was even tougher. They have better TH8. I'm sorry, TH9, and also they have almost all of their TH8 has level 4 hogs, so it will be very tough war. But we'll see. We'll give it a fight. Alright, let's look at the replay of this one. Okay, alright, I see I sent out 4 hogs from the left. Actually get another bonus. I triggered the skeleton traps. Okay, you see the double bomb went off. I get a bonus. Move them to top. When you kill CC, just board them together. Wizards, witches, and it doesn't matter, balloons or vox. You know, then you send it with some barbarian first, and use the archer and the wizard to kill them, and get the witches first, and then the rest of the thing, it doesn't matter. If you have witches, the rest of the wizards and the archers, balloons, it doesn't really give you a threat. Okay, now so I use the king. I use actually tanking a little bit. Then I send like 10 hogs from this location and a healing spell. Then you see I triggered both bomb, but it doesn't matter. I have a healing spell on it. I send 10 hogs from this location, another healing spell, and the last group of hogs from this location, and another healing spell. I mean, I do lose some hogs because sometimes the healing spell cannot cover all the defenses, but it doesn't matter. Most of my hogs survived, and you see the hogs converge on the top. And I have no hogs, no healing spell left, but it doesn't matter. You see, the defense will be down very quickly, and so is the king. Alright, so the cleanup time, I have enough. I still have 2 wizards. Top cleaning up. I think the rate finished pretty quickly. Alright, so this is over. Let's look at the next one. Okay, the next one is a little bit harder. I mean, kind of a medium level. It's not the hardest space you run into. It's a medium level. First of all, let's see the bomb spot, quite a lot. So you will see here you have quite a lot of single bomb and possible to double bomb location. Even though it turns out to be pretty stupid, I mean not stupid, pretty bad location, let's say this way. I think it's one here. I think it's one here. And there's one here. The top one's okay, but the middle one's okay. The left ones are pretty bad, because there's no way the hogs will travel there. Alright, doesn't matter what you know now. So when you look at this base, you're looking at where you're gonna get the lure. Alright. The best lure to get in this base is this direction, which exactly Queen MT did. And the reason is you're looking at the base, you're looking at where's your hitting spell and where you're gonna cover it. You see here, there's a bomb location, and the king is here. You probably need to heal here. And you see here, there's a lot of point defense, and there's another bomb location. You gotta heal here. And also, there's a lot of point defense. There's 3-point defense on the top, and the bombs here. The bomb on the top possibly, so you gotta heal. So those are the 3 healing spells are pretty much occupied. Nothing. I don't think you can avoid it because just too many point defense and the bomb spot. Nothing really you can do about it. About those position. The thing left over is the left side small thing. You don't really deal with that. It's only field defense was left out. It's totally killed for level 4 hogs to handle. Now the only thing left is this location. Let me change the color. This area. So now I'm saying is, okay, if I don't want to use healing spell here, I gotta do something with it. Which how you do with it? One way is you using the lure, or you send a separate small groups to it. So I was thinking, lure was the best way. We send hogs in this way. It doesn't matter where the bomb is. At least I can kind of know where the bomb is. Alright, trigger it or not trigger it, doesn't matter. That way, even though, I mean, Queen MT did it was, she did very smart. She's not sending 4 hogs because this archer is actually out of the range of this CC, so she worries probably not getting enough hogs to get triggers, so she sent a 5. It actually was sending to get the tails, get down the tails as well. So there's a tails actually behind it. I think it's tails here. So so that way, in case there's a tails behind this way, and there's a bomb behind this to protect it, 5 hogs can take care of both different defense, get the lure, and trigger the bomb. So that's kind of the way you need to think about it. Alright, and also of course I think she sent the hogs in was this direction, and 2-point drop is standard because this base travel rules are pretty clear. Yeah, I think it's okay if you want to do 3-point, you can send something from the top, that's okay. And the CC kill she did was on this side. I mean, the left side kind of a little bit crowded because of the cannon. Once the archer tower is down, there's nothing on the right side to threat your CC. So, alright, let's look at the replay. I believe this, oops, this is the number 17. Yes. Alright, let's look at this right. Let me see how many minutes we did. Okay. Alright, I see here, she sends out 5 hogs from the right side. Actually, there's no bomb. If there's a bomb here, it probably can wipe out all the hogs, but it turns out to be pretty good. Now you're gonna CC kill. CC kill wasn't the best because she could have the witches a little bit more closer. She sent the barbarian a little bit too soon. You see here. You probably should move 1 more step closer. That's why it didn't get the witches. End up with the killing was wasted some time and kind of used all his troops, but still get a job done. And also because there's nothing else in this area. Now see, 2-point drop. Actually she didn't do it. Actually she sent it, the rest of the hogs was from a different direction. Yeah, so she sent a few hogs from the bottom, just waited. You see the healing spell, the bomb was triggered, doesn't matter. She's very patient with the healing spell, it's very good. You see the left bomb was triggered. The hogs, even though the trigger, but didn't actually get any damage to it. Alright, the top, the last bomb has heal on, even though The hail arms off, but it doesn't matter. There's only one defense left. Now the cleaning up time. You see, the bad thing is there's no wizard to help, but luckily, I think because the hog rate was very good, and she had way enough. I think maybe 15 hogs or something left. Is way enough to clean the bait. All right, let's look at the last one. The last one you guys probably already see in the one of the video banded. It was a cleanup attack, which is I rated this base, and I mean those probably the hardest base you could get. I mean it's not the hardest, but I would say I give the rating of 9 of 10 in terms of preventing hog attack, because you have so many. You will see here, just so many bomb spots, and possibly double bombs, multi-location location. And I mean, even though the outside one's probably pretty dumb, I would say, but let's eliminate those things that are kind of not effective, I would say. I would say this and this is the best predation. Actually, it turns out to be a triple bomb in the core. Alright, so the reason being is this bomb location is kind of easy to trigger, and these probably is not kind of a useless point because there's no defense, even though the top one probably tells up, but it's not that really good anyway. So that's the even though there's kind of this bomb location is well protected, it's pretty hard to predict whether you can trigger all the bombs. I mean, whether you can avoid the bombs or not. So I would say if I will attack this base, the first shot, I will probably use go low attack or go hole attack or some type of hyper attack to kind of avoid to deal with the bomb location. But it's doable. But as a cleanup, I think as a hog attack is much easier. And you will see the rate is I actually triggered the double giant bomb. My hitting spell was late. I lost part of the hogs, but the damage is done. The rate is over. Now, let's look at this basis and where you're gonna lure and where you're gonna put your hitting spell. Now you're looking at is this area. You have 1, 2, 3, 3-point defense as a possible giant spot. Let's think this is the first rate, even though it's cleaning up. I think it turns out to be a Telsa here. So it's a 3-point defense. You got here, and so many defense in this area. You got heal here. You get definitely. There's no way you can avoid it. You have to heal in the bottom, in the core. All right. Now, what's the last spell we're gonna heal? What I choose is I heal on top. People was probably thinking we heal here, this location, or probably this location. What I didn't choose is a couple points and didn't choose the bottom two. Is the right side. This side is first of all I lure here. I get rid of this point defense. That way, there's only one. There's no other point defense here, right? So I don't need a healing spell here, right? In the bottom, you will see there's a lot of point defense here. It is true, but the unique thing about this space is kind of the weakness of this space is the king. The king is actually can be swapped by your king. When I send a king here, my king sending to this army camp, his king, the defensive king will come out. I can swap the king and use as a tank to tank all the point defense here. This is actually Telsa here. So all the point defense was shooting my king while my hogs was do the damage. So I don't need a hitting spell here. So that way I can save the hitting spell for the top just in case anything went wrong. Right? Even though there's no bombs on the top, but that's the way that I did it. It works. Right? You will see, yeah, because I think that's all I'm gonna cover. I think, yeah, it's pretty much. Where I kill CC, I think I kill my CC on top because the way oh no, actually I killed my CC on the bottom because I started the raid from the bottom side. The king was signing as a tank, and so I killed the CC on the bottom side and sent all the hogs from I'm sorry, let's change color. Damn it, what I did, why can't I get rid of, okay, whatever. So I send the hogs from this location and this location, these two, and then I can get rid of this. Then I send a partial other some hogs from this location. I think that's what I did. I sent a kind of multiple direction, and that way, and also I think I sent some hogs from here. I think that's what happened. I used 3 direction, so I only lost the hogs from this direction, but the damage already done. I get rid of all the defense here and the defense in the core. When all this is done, by the time I trigger the double giant bomb, I lost all my hogs. There's nothing left. So by the time I reach the defense, this core, I think all these defenses are gone. The only thing left is the top. I have way enough hogs to deal with, as you watch the right. Alright, let's go back to Clash Clan. I'm sorry about the switching back and forth. Let's see if we have time. I think we do. Because this apps has a kind of a limitation on the size. I actually did almost 25 minutes or something before, and then almost finished my recording and told me that don't have enough space. I was pissed off. I have to do the recording again. So sorry about my voice is not attractive because I'm tired and trying to get this done. Alright, you see here, get a cannon down. Even if this isn't the first time raid with hogs, I will do that as well because I eliminate one of the bomb spot at the bottom. Okay, one thing I can point out, I put a 2 archer tower on the bottom, and the reason I'm doing it, I try to get rid of the builder hut, because you will see when you send out the troops, they will go for the hut first if it's still standing. So get rid of the hut or any type of things is standing in the corner to make your CC kill more effective. Alright, so be patient, draw them together, draw the draw the witches, be patient, don't worry about it. Alright, now it's exposed. I'm sorry, it's probably not, okay, yeah. It wasn't the best, but still kind of get a job done. You see, I still have, I think, 2 wizards in the back. Okay, now the king down. You see, I have 2 point defense shooting at him, and I get the king. I send hogs without any healing spell until like the middle. Yeah, see, until I heal the bomb spot. Now, I send some hogs on the bottom. I didn't heal it until I reach the top. Okay, I heal it. Now here is the problem. My healing spell was late, so I should have healed and pre-heal it, but it kind of was late. And now, but I still have the max hogs on the CC, even though it's kind of the no healing spell, but it doesn't matter. You see, I have almost like, I don't know, maybe 12 hogs left. And the good thing is, I swap the king. The way I can raid it this way is because I can swap the kings. There's no threat. Usually, a lot of time when you finish the raid, the king can kill a lot of your hogs. But because I swap the king, there's almost 0 threat to this base, to my raid. So I can finish it easier. You see, there's no threat. The only time is probably the only enemy left. Alright, here's it. Here's the 3 raid. I hope you guys find it's useful. So it helps guys plan the Hog Attack. Just remember, any base you have to deal with the 3 threat and the CC, the giant bomb, and the point defense. Like this one also is, I think it's pretty good because we just don't have enough hogs attack left. We end up with as a Town 9 come down. But this is actually another pretty interesting base to look at. But alright, that's it. Thank you guys. See you next time. Bye bye.